All right, this is Mason Lloyd and Bailey Dorneman here from the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Our matchup today is between the Rapid City Thunder and the Sioux Falls East Youth JV teams. Rapid City coming into this game with a 4-0 win against Yankton. They are the 3 seed. And Sioux Falls East Flyers are coming in at the 2 seed in this tournament, and they beat Brookings Rangers 2, ended up 5-0. So both teams put up a shutout in their first round. So very good goalie play from the first round, and we'll see if it carries over to this game. We just finished watching the Brandon Valley Ice Cats and the Huron All-Stars ended up going into triple overtime, and the Ice Cats ended up coming out on top. Ended up with a post shot that hit the goalie in the back and went in, and when you get to triple overtime, anything can happen, that's for sure. So Brandon Valley had missed a couple chances early, and Huron missed on a breakaway, and Brandon ended up coming down and able to end that in triple overtime. So coming off of that game, as East and Rapid are getting ready to do their introductions here, and we'll get the starting lineups.
That was a really close game.
Yeah, that last game, we watched the overtimes, and it was back and forth all game long. Just breakaway or line rush for line rush the whole game. And I can't believe they had the legs they did in that triple overtime. I thought it'd slow down quite a bit, and I don't think it did at all.
No, I don't think I'd be able to play that many overtimes.
Yeah, that's a lot
periods.
That's a lot of periods. And Huron ended up only had 2 lines, and Brandon had a full bench. So I thought that by the end, that probably factored into it a little bit. So.
Mm-hmm. All right, good afternoon, hockey fans. Welcome back to the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Today we have the Sioux Falls Flyers East taking on the Rushmore Thunder. Starting lineup for the Thunder. At defense, number 11, Rudy Cathcart. At defensive partner, number 28, Rylan Sinetti. At forward, number 45, Chester Clark. At forward, number 61, Harley Bender. And at forward, number 71, Lucas Merath. Starting between the lines for the Thunder today, we have number 33, Turner Tunkel. And now for your Sioux Falls Flyers. Starting at defense, number 90, Trey Webb. Defensive partner, number 67, Jake Kingston. At forward, number 35, Anthony Ronaldo. At forward, number 13, Anders Holding. And at forward, number 73, Brandon Schultz. Starting with your line for Sioux Falls Flyers, number 1, Kyle Bechtel. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right to it and play some hockey.
The puck will drop in this one momentarily. For East, it looks like 13, 67, 35, 90, and 73. Looks like Holte, Rigolizzo, and Webb, along with Schultz, excuse me. For Rapid, it's going to be Bender, Cathcart, and a supporting cast as the opening face-off. Sioux Falls East with possession through the neutral zone, and Rapid turns it over, and Rapid gets a turnover in the neutral zone. Coming on the rush, number 71, Minerath. East creates a turnover going down the far side, and that one might go for ice, and it doesn't. Rapid gathering in their defensive zone, looking to break the puck out here. East is able to hold it in. That's Minerath on the far boards. Rims it down to the corner for Bender. 11, Cathcart. Rapid City on a 3-2 rush now into their offensive zone. Minerath is taken out in the corner as play continues. Sioux Falls East coming up the close boards. looking to break out and get it through the neutral zone, and that is stopped. Rapid City dumps it back into their offensive zone. Rapid City through the neutral zone, can't connect on a D-to-D pass and ends up going all the way down back to their defensive zone. Rapid City on the breakout now, and that is stopped at the blue line. Play continues in the neutral zone, can't find the puck, and Rapid City comes out of it with a shot from number 21.
Oh.
Very close scoring chance there for Hansen. And Sioux Falls East legs look a little slow right from the get-go. As Rapid City dumps it back and East tries to get on the attack again. East is able to dump it in on the goalie. Poirier is able to gather it, go D to D in his defensive zone, working on a breakout for Rapid City here. They're able to get it up the boards, and that looks like that one might go for icing, and that one doesn't go for icing either. It must have been tipped through the neutral zone. Rapid City trying to control the offensive zone here, and East is able to chip it out. Number 47 for Sioux Falls is able to dump it in. Rapid City in their defensive zone, trying to control the puck. They go D to D to a stretch pass, and that one we will have ice on. Couldn't connect on the stretch pass through the neutral zone.
No.
Thoughts early on, Bailey? What do you see right away?
So far, I think Sioux Falls is a little sleepy.
Yeah, I thought Sioux Falls came out, maybe legs a little tired from the game yesterday, and Rapid City kind of controlling a lot of the possession of the puck. And we'll get a face-off in Sioux Falls' offensive zone. Sioux Falls looking for a scoring chance from behind the net. Scrum behind the net in the offensive zone for Sioux Falls, and Rapid City gathers it in the corner. Looking D to D, Benders trying to go up to Cathcart, and he ends up getting it to Clark. Clark unable to handle the pass. Back and forth through the neutral zone. Rapid City's able to dump it in. Clark on the attack for the forecheck for Rapid. Another dump by Rapid City. Rapid City really trying to keep it deep right away and get their forecheck going and kind of get some possession in their offensive zone. Back and forth as East is able to skate it out. Number 57 coming down the close side. Looks, shoots. Rebound chance there for Sioux Falls East in their offensive zone, and that does not end up getting in. Great shot from the point from Sioux Falls East. 35 gets a tip right in front of the net. Ooh. Another great shot from Sioux Falls East in the offensive zone. And the puck comes out to the neutral zone. Number 90 for East, Webb, dumps it in on net. Rapid City gathers in their defensive zone, looking for some breakouts. They go D to D, defensive zone. Cathcart misses on a pass. 13 with the intercept for East. And puck has end up in the neutral zone, and Webb with another dump. Number 67 for East. Shot tip from the point. That couldn't find its way in. Rapid City just has to ice it.
Nice.
A lot of pressure for East now. We just kind of talked about we thought East was asleep, but maybe it's the other way around.
They woke up.
Yeah, I will say that if Rapid City needs to look to pick some guys up in front of the net, I would say. You saw East had quite a few chances right away just off of tips, just shots from the points and tips, and so we'll see if that becomes a factor later in the game.
Bet you one of those is going to go in.
Yeah, and Berg will take the face-off for East along with number 23, Deagest for Rapid. East is able to keep it in the zone here. Number 2, Poirier, chasing for Rapid City. East with a shot from the side. That misses wide. Scrum on the far boards, and Rapid comes out of it through the neutral zone, and they're into their offensive zone without possession. Webb for East is able to get to a breakout pass on the far side, and there's a turnover. Rapid City, number 21, coming down on the attack. Shot misses just wide, kind of hit the post there on the goalie side. Wheaton for Rapid on the close side with the puck. Gets knocked off his stick, and 31 for East is able to break it out and get to a dump. Number 84 picks it up on the far boards for East. 14 on the attack now for East. Scrum in the far corner, trying to get the puck out. Rapid City ends up coming out with it. Rapid City looking to possess the puck and get to a breakout here, and there just isn't anywhere to go. Scrum in the far corner now with Poirier, and Deagest is in there again. Rapid City skating the puck up the far side through the neutral zone. Nobody there. Rapid City gets to a dump. East regroups, able to chip it out, and Rapid City will dump it back into their offensive zone and look to hold the zone here. East goes D to D in their defensive zone to a breakout pass. Great pass, wing to center, and East will get to a stretch pass and a dump. So Rapid City, Bender will start behind the net and misses on a pass on the breakout. Back to the neutral zone for East, and East walks it down and takes a shot. That misses wide, blocker side. Another shot from East from the other point, and that one will also miss and go up into the netting. So East coming out right away, firing every chance they can get and really getting pucks deep. Really impressed with how they're able to hold the zone so far.
Yeah, I can't believe they only have 3 shots.
Yeah, they've missed the net a handful of times. I think some of those tips and stuff weren't quite even making it to the goalie. So face off won by East, and Rapid City's wing gets to it behind Rapid City's net in their defensive zone. Number 28 for Rapid City looking to make a breakout pass from his defensive spot. Number 13 for East putting good pressure on. 73 for East misses on a check. Rapid City up the close side, wide rink pass through the neutral zone, and Rapid City is on a 1-on-0 breakaway, and the goalie for East, great play coming out of the net, being aggressive.
Miles Mitchell.
The puck is chipped back up, and Rapid City will get to a dump from their neutral zone. Cathcart on the forecheck. Number 57 for East behind his net, looking to get to a breakout pass. And Rapid City, Bender from the point, looks to take a shot, and that's blocked by East. Rapid City has a good look back door, and that just misses. Chipped out by East, and this one looks like it will go for icing. So Rapid City, as we saw on that forecheck, really looking to play a little bit more physical. Try and slow that East rush down and slow that breakout down, trying to just get in their way as much as possible. Your starting line here, taking the face-off for Rapid in their offensive zone. Clark, Cathcart, and looks like Minerath on the far wing. Rapid wins a face-off, dumps it back behind East's net. Number 67 for East gets to a breakout pass for number 31. Stretch pass through the neutral zone, can't connect, and Rapid City is regrouping. Rapid City able to chip out, and we'll have offsides called as it went off a East player's skate into the zone. Face off on Rapid's defensive side of their neutral zone here. They get to a line change, and your center is Deagest, number 92 for East. Rapid gathering in their defensive zone and through the neutral zone, can't connect on a pass. Scrum right in front of the scorer's table. We'll see who comes out with it. Rapid City ends up coming out with it. Number 21 for Rapid City dumps it deep. And he is in the corner working to get to a centering pass. And shot from the point goes into the stands. That was number 2, Poirier, looking for a shot there. And that one, I believe, should be inside the zone. And it is. The Sioux Falls East will have a face-off in their defensive zone. Number 92, the center here, Berg, and number 23, Deagest for Rapid City. East wins the face-off to the far boards. They try and reverse the puck. No success. Comes back out to the point for Rapid. Over to the wing. Back to the point for Rapid. There's Poirier with a shot. Goes off the goalie. That's a great save. And East is back on the attack with a dump. Rapid City collecting in their defensive zone. Poirier passes it to Deagest. Deagest, wide rink pass. Ends up in Hansen's hands. Hansen down the far side into his offensive zone, and he's knocked off the puck. Number 31 for East. Up the wing. And as East gathers in their defensive zone, looking for a wide rink pass, and that connects to number 31 for East, and they dump and change. From there, Poirier back in Rapid City's defensive zone, D to D. And East about had a turnover there for a shot. Up the far side through the neutral zone. Rapid City dumps it into their offensive zone. Number 14 for East gathers, connects with a pass. Oh, and that just goes off his stick of East. Rapid City collecting back in their defensive zone now. Chip up the wing. East goes D to D and dumps the puck deep. That ends up offsides. One of those forwards on that 3-2 rush ended up offsides. So we will have a face-off in the neutral zone on the defensive side of Rapid City's neutral zone. And they will move this to center ice. And Fugel and Holte will take the face-off for Rapid City and Sioux Falls East. Scrum off the face-off. Rapid gets possession of the puck and dumps it in. Sioux Falls East defensive zone. D to D. Up the wing, and Rapid City intercepts on the wing on the breakout. Far side. And Rapid City, East is able to get it out. Rapid City ends up dumping. Comes back to the neutral zone. Rapid City gets it deep once more. That was Wheaton. 32 for Sioux Falls East. Looks for a wide rink. Can't connect. Rapid City regrouping in their neutral zone. They elect to move it straight up ice. And Cathcart can't handle it. East regroups back through the neutral zone. Number 35 for Sioux Falls East coming down the side. Shot. And that went off the shoulder of Rapid City. Rapid City now regrouping in their defensive zone, looking for a stretch up the wing, and they chip it. Sioux Falls East able to collect, look wide. 73 for Sioux Falls East is knocked off the puck. 31 gathers, looking for a pass in their defensive zone, out, and they end up getting it out of their defensive zone. And East, yes, and a penalty is called on Sioux Falls East. Or sorry, so on Rapid City for the hit. For the hit through the neutral zone. Yes, it was a late hit. He chipped off his stick, and the Rapid City player finished the hit. And as we know, in South Dakota, you are not allowed to finish that check. Nope. Sioux Falls East power play. Sioux Falls East wins the faceoff to the point, D to D, and he shoots. And Rapid City goaltender, great save there from Tonkel. That was a shot by number 67, Gibson, for Sioux Falls East. Faceoff for Owen Berg on his power play for Sioux Falls East. That goes to the point, D to D. Down to the wing. All the way across, and that's a great shot with a save. Rapid City blocks a shot. And Rapid City is able to clear all the way down to the Sioux Falls East end. Number 90 for Sioux Falls East will gather it. That's Webb. Pass up the wing, and that can connect, and Rapid City is able to dump it all the way back down for East. Webb gathers again for East. Pass through the neutral zone, couldn't connect, and that possible icing. Rapid City trying to get the puck out and ice it on this penalty kill, and they will. They will get it out. It'll come down to Sioux Falls East defensive zone, and that's Webb working on the power play again. Sioux Falls East through the neutral zone. 3-2 rush. Shot, one-timer missed for number 47 for East. Number 57 gathers at the point, and he'll elect to fire. 47 with a tip. Shot by number 31 for East from the wing. 57 will take another shot. That one's blocked. And Rapid City will then get possession. And they ended up hitting the ref on the ice. And the second shot gets out. East through the neutral zone, looking to get back on the attack here on this power play. There's 21 seconds left. Offsides. And we have offsides. East, 19 seconds left on this power play, and that was a penalty by number 71, Minerath, for Rapid City, who will be out of the box in 19 seconds here. We'll see if East can get something going here on the power play. 19 seconds.
Yeah, they've been working them a little bit.
They have. East on the wing takes a shot. That's number 35, Rigalizzo, and that's covered by the Rapid City goaltender, Tonkel. Face-off in Sioux Falls East offensive zone. 8 seconds left on this Sioux Falls East power play. Sioux Falls will win the face-off off a stick. Rapid looking to clear that, catches a stick. And Rapid, we are back full strength. Minerath comes straight across the blue line from the box. That's a shot by number 22 for Rapid City. And Miles Mitchell makes a save for Sioux Falls East. And I believe that shot was from Wheaton for Rapid City. Yeah, if you look at the scoreboard, 8-2 on shots. East has 8 and Rapid has 2. So Rapid needs to get some offense going here. They've had some shots from the outside. Face-off won by Rapid City in their offensive zone. Shot blocked from the point by Sioux Falls East. Sioux Falls East gathering in their neutral zone. Looking to get it up the ice. And number 35 for East will take off with his legs through the neutral zone, into the zone. Passes to 73 for the shot. And Rapid City looking to get the puck out here on the far side. Wide rink pass to Minerath. 28 for Rapid will come down the wing. Shot. Miles Mitchell didn't see that one. We'll go off a couple sticks, and Sioux Falls East will be right back on the attack. Dumping for Sioux Falls East is 98. Brody Cathcart gathers the puck for Rapid City in their defensive zone. Looking to make a breakout pass, can't connect. East Webb looking to hold it in. Not able to hold it in, but he'll dump it in instead. They are still off as number 16, McIntyre using his legs out of the defensive zone for Rapid. He'll pass it to number 21 for Rapid, and that's a shot. Miles Mitchell with another glove save. And that was Hansen with the shot for Rapid City. Number 44, Sioux Falls East, will take the face-off for East, number 44, in their defensive zone. Play whistle dead by the official. And number 23 will elect to take the face-off for East. Sioux Falls East through the neutral zone, 2-on-2, turns it over. Rapid City into their offensive zone. That gets blocked by the official through the neutral zone. Rapid City into their offensive zone. Number 16 kicks it to Wheaton. Wheaton can't find anybody in front of the net. Hansen with the puck from the point now. That's a shot. Misses wide. Number 9 for Rapid City looking for a scoring opportunity from behind the net. Can't connect. 44 from East broke it up. That's a shot from Rapid City from the point. Hansen on the wing for Rapid. Looking for McIntyre. McIntyre shoots. Tipped off of 2 sticks, and Wheaton can't gather. Sioux Falls East able to clear. That was some pressure from Rapid. Starting to shoot the puck from the point. Rapid will gather, and they will look to dump it in, and that didn't get anybody's stick from McIntyre. So that will be icing Sioux Falls East with an offensive zone face-off.
Rushmore is getting some shots now.
Yeah, you could see in that, that little rush that was some really good pressure from Rapid. Starting to catch up in the shots category, that's for sure. A couple tips in there. Sioux Falls East wins their offensive zone face-off. To the point, over to the wing, one-timer misses. Rapid City chipping up in their zone. This will be Bender gathering in the corner for Rapid City. He takes a check and still able to make the pass. Number 34 for Rapid City coming down the far side through the neutral zone. Stops in the corner looking for any play in front of the net and nobody home. Rapid City controlling in their offensive zone. Looking to cycle and that's unsuccessful. Number 31 for East broke it up. Rapid City on the back check, able to turn it over before it gets out of the zone, and now it is out of the zone. Number 47 for East will dump it into their offensive zone. 28 for Rapid City. Gathering back behind his net. Looking for a pass up the wing, looking for a play, and East needs to get some pressure on here. Rapid City looks to go over a bump back, and that's unsuccessful. Rapid City able to chip up, and East holds it in. 47 looking for a shot, pass it to 92, couldn't connect. Number 22 passes it to 34 through the neutral zone for Rapid. And they just missed that stretch pass. Could have possibly been a breakaway there.
Oh, yeah.
We see early on Rapid City having a little trouble getting out of their zone. A little trouble getting out of their zone with Sioux Falls East forecheck.
Yeah. Sioux Falls has been, on them.
Yeah, Sioux Falls has been extremely disciplined offensive zone-wise and really able to control some of the pressure early on. There's another shot with a tip. And Sioux Falls East on the forecheck on the scrum on the far side, and that will be the end of our first period. So kind of to sum up that first period, Bailey, what are you seeing from both teams, and how can they capitalize on some of this 0-0 first period?
I think if Sioux Falls keeps doing what they're doing, peppering in front of the net, they're gonna get one. A tip, one timer. I feel like they're gonna get one of those.
Yeah, we saw the one timer that the player actually whiffed on. That was a setup play all the way from the face-off, and so Rapid City making some adjustments, I'm sure, to that face-off play. And on the other hand, Rapid City firing from the point is definitely gaining a lot of traction. They've had guys in front of the net, guys looking to tip, and if they can get that breakout figured out and be able to get that puck out quickly, I think this is going to be a dogfight to the end. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a real close game.
Yeah, both goalies playing well.
Yeah.
4 shots for the Thunder, but they've missed the net. They've missed the net. They've missed wide multiple times here. Whereas East has had some shots go to the net, maybe not always scoring chances, but East is able to get them to the net at this point. So,
yeah, I think one of those cross creases might. I think this period right here, it's gonna go in for sure.
Yeah, and sometimes in state tournaments too, teams do a lot of different things, and even in a game like this, it's a 2 and a 3 seed, so about as evenly matched as it can get. And sometimes in the second period, that first period can kind of be a feel-out period and kind of see what they brought to the table, and in the second period, one team will look to capitalize. So
right.
So yeah, number 1, Miles Mitchell for Sioux Falls East has taken 4 shots, a couple tough ones in front, a couple that he didn't see, and that can play a big factor too in getting some scores out of this. And we'll take a quick peek at the Watertown Lakers girls varsity. They played at 4, and they are currently down at the end of the second period, down 1-5 against Pierre. And both teams coming into that game at 1-1. They are looking to get to the
I think this is it. This is the third place.
Yeah, this should be the second and third place, or third and fourth place game. Yep. And Pierre has 27 shots for their girls varsity, and the Lakers have 9. So there's a little update on that game. Earlier in that girls varsity tournament, Rapid City played Aberdeen, and Rapid City ended up winning 3-2 for Aberdeen for girls varsity.
That was a close game.
Yeah, it looked to be a really close game, and shots at 28-19. So that looks to be a real close game in that one. So to recap this tournament a little bit, this boys JV tournament, the Brookings Rangers will be playing Sioux Falls West. Following this game, they will play at 7. That'll be the 8th game of this tournament. And they got out of the first round, beating Brandon Valley 4-1. So, and West able to beat Huron 4-2 in that game. So, a little bit of an upset in the Huron West game. West came in at the 5 seed, and Huron came in at the 4 seed. And West able to beat them 4-2. So, they will be looking to get to Sunday for the state championship, Brookings and West. Along with this game, East and Rapid looking to get to the championship game through this one. And this is the matchup between the 2 and the 3 seed. Tomorrow, the Ice Cats will play Yankton for the Consolation Championship. Yankton ended up beating Brookings Rangers 4-1 to get there. And the Ice Cats, as we saw at the end of that last game, they ended up triple overtime with Huron, and so we'll see if they have anything left for that Consolation Championship game tomorrow. Those guys are gonna need some food and some Gatorade to get to have anything left for the Consolation Championship against Yankton.
Very, very tired tomorrow after all those periods.
Yeah, absolutely. It's they basically played 2 games, whereas a lot of these other basically played 2 games right back to back, and at this level, it's not something you see or do very often. So we'll see how Huron responds to that. We'll get this second period going for Sioux Falls East and Rapid City, 0-0 as we resume play. Sioux Falls East wins the face-off, and it's blown dead. Sioux Falls East creeping into the circle off the face-off. And Sioux Falls East to win the face-off again. Stick battle through the neutral zone. East able to chip it up. Rapid able to chip it right back. East gathers, able to get out of the neutral zone. It's a 2-on-2 rush for Sioux Falls East. Number 73 coming down the wing, kicks it to 13. Back to 73 in the corner. 35 rolls up top. Shot tip from the point. And not able to find that one in front of the net. Rapid City coming down on a 2-on-2 rush. Pass through the neutral zone. Tipped into their offensive zone. Number 22 for Rapid City, controlling the offensive zone for Rapid City right now. Looking for a play, walking up the wing. Switches with the defenseman. Tries to go down the boards. Pass can't get through. 22 continuing to try and gather that puck. And Sioux Falls East is on a breakout, 73-35, and 35's down the wing. He drags, shot, rebound. Got his own rebound off of that, and was not able to get enough on it to push it in. Rapid City looking for a breakout, 35 for East. Dumps it back deep into the zone. And Rapid City, number 28, gathers it. That's a Sedivi. I believe I said that right. Stall through the neutral zone for Rapid City. Chips it up. Sioux Falls East gathers and throws it to open ice, and that's picked up by Sedivi again, and he will dump it on net with a offsides call. Just right from the start a little bit there. I mean, both teams looking to move up ice. It seems like a lot quicker than they had before.
Right.
No more, not as many, I should say, D-to-D passes. Looking at wide rink here for East. East is able to dump it down into their offensive zone. Poirier will chase for Rapid. Minerath not able to gather on the wing for Rapid City, and Sioux Falls East will create the offensive zone turnover. Number 92 for East walks a circle, knocked off his stick. 31 on the forecheck for East. Wins the puck battle in the corner. Chips it up to the point, and that ends up going out. And that will be offsides. Rapid City gathers in their defensive zone. Up to Minerath, pass can't connect. Sioux Falls East back on the attack. Knocked off their stick. Sioux Falls East turnover at the blue line. Going to have to tag up again for offsides. And number 16 for Rapids City uses his legs all the way to the offensive zone. That's McIntyre. McIntyre controls play in Rapid City's offensive zone. Looking for a pass, looking for a play. Puts it to the corner for Minerath. And Minerath chips it up the boards. Back to McIntyre. McIntyre shot blocked. Minerath in front of the net.
Save.
Sorry, that's Cathcart. That's Cathcart with the shot, and that's a save by Miles Mitchell. Really good look from the slot there. He had a wide open shot. Rapid City with an offensive zone face-off here. Shot right off the face-off, and Mitchell's able to save that. Sioux Falls East looking to get to a breakout here. Goes D to D, deep in their zone. Hit and pin from the corner from Rapid City. East looking to get it out. Bobbled at the blue line by Rapid City. Wide rink pass through the neutral zone, and they're on the attack. Looks back door, pass can't connect. Shot from the point for East is tipped and back into the corner. Scrum in the corner. Rapid City able to gather. Hansen gets pocket picked on the way out of the zone and back into the zone for East as both teams trying to find possession here. And that's Sadevi with the puck through the neutral zone for Rapid City. Not much there. He's drove to the corner. Hansen looks to tip it to the net. Not able to get there. Bender gathers for Rapid City at the point, and East is able to chip out from there and into the stands. Both teams working to find a little bit of possession offensively as it seems to continue to go back and forth, dump for dump, and not able to get any super quality shots or tips right away other than the one that we saw from Cathcart for Rapid City. Face off in Sioux Falls East defensive zone. He chips it up the boards. Poirier with a shot. And they had a screen set up in front, and Miles Mitchell with a save for Sioux Falls East. Face-off in Sioux Falls East defensive zone. Off the face-off, Poirier with another shot, and that's blocked by his own teammate. Number 16 for Rapid City takes a shot. That's also blocked, and East is back on the rush through the neutral zone using his leg. Number 43 for Sioux Falls East. And scoring chance there, and that's picked by McIntyre for Rapid City. McIntyre looks to chip wide to Wheaton. Wheaton gathers through the neutral zone down the far side. Looking for a play in front of the net. Number 34 for Rapid City looks for another play in front of the net. And we are tied up in the corner for Rapid City controlling. Chipped up the boards for Sioux Falls East, and McIntyre takes a shot from the point. Wheaton trying to get his stick on it through the slot. Poirier with another shot from the point. And those are unable to get through as they were both blocked, and Wheaton will take a shot from the sidewall, and that is gloved by Miles Mitchell.
This goalie's on lockdown.
Yeah, this goalie has had some really nice saves. You know, kind of almost feels like the beginning of the game where East is kind of on their heels again.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if maybe that's a thing with this team if they're not jumping on it right away at the beginning of these periods. But as we saw in the last one, they sure did wake up and control the offensive zone after that.
They woke up at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see if East is able to get out of their defensive zone as this defensive zone face-off back. And Cathcart with a shot right off the face-off for Rapid City. McIntyre holds the blue line, chips it back deep. Sioux Falls East. Cathcart picks his pocket through the slot. Almost has a chance for a 1-on-0, and that puck gets to Mitchell, and he's able to cover it for East. So East struggling a little bit off of face-offs in their defensive zone. The puck just continues to bounce, and this will be Hansen. Sorry, not Hansen. This will be Clark. Clark back to Poirier. Poirier over to McIntyre. McIntyre shot from the point. Goes wide of the net. Sioux Falls East trying to control through the neutral zone. McIntyre steps up. Chips it back to East. And we have a penalty coming on Rapid City, and that looks to be maybe Cathcart or Minerath. Sioux Falls East down the far side trying to keep possession as they have a penalty coming. As Rapid City has a penalty coming. Goalie's off, 6-on-5. Shot from the point from number 32 from East. Does not get through. And Rapid City will get possession, and we will have a penalty coming. Let's see, Cathcart and Minerath were both in on that hit. And the call is on Cathcart. And that'll be his first of the game. That's a roughing call. So Sioux Falls East back on the power play. Sioux Falls East not able to capitalize on their first power play, and we'll see if that changes this time. I thought Rapid City did a really good job of being patient and clearing the zone on their penalty kill the first time. So we'll see what comes of this one. Face off in Rapid City's defensive zone. That's chipped up the wall. Sadevi with the chip for Rapid City. He's unable to get it out again. Hanson Wheaton missed, and Bender's able to ice it all the way down. Mitchell will gather the puck behind his own net. Rapid City looking to forecheck on the penalty kill. Sioux Falls East through the neutral zone. Number 35 for Sioux Falls East. Misses wide. Shot right from the rush. 35 intercepts for East in the slot. Unable to make a move, and Rapid City will clear again. That was Hanson that time. Number 57 for Sioux Falls East, gathering behind his own net. That's Owen May. Mixed pass up the wing to number 73 for East. He'll use his legs to gain the offensive zone on this power play. Back to 35. Rigolizzo, and a shot from the point from Sioux Falls East, and that's blocked. Rapid City able to win the race to the corner. That's Sadevi. Ices it all the way back down. Mitchell will play it from the corner to May. May up to Rigolizzo. He walks in, looks to take a shot, and ends up running into the goaltender, and no whistle as Sadevi up the wing through the neutral zone, and East is able to shut that penalty kill rush off. May back in his defensive zone, makes a pass through the neutral zone, and McIntyre gets a turnover through the neutral zone, and he takes a shot offensively for Rapid City. Rigolizzo patient with the puck. And Fugel is able to create a turnover and chipped out. Rapid City looking to play some offense a little bit there on their penalty kill. East has got to be real careful with those passes through the neutral zone. You're getting quite a few of them picked.
Yeah, they have.
Rigolizzo with a couple shots for East on that power play. Just not a lot of clean shots. Rapid City's able to get sticks on them. Sioux Falls East will win the face-off. Looking wide through the neutral zone once more. That pass connects. Shot from the wing. Rebound chance. Great save by Tonkel there on the rebound chance.
Ooh, a tire.
And Rapid City will, McIntyre look to make a breakout pass, ends up chipped into the Sioux Falls East bench. So we'll have another stoppage of play into Rapid City defensive zone face-off. We are 5-on-5 hockey here. Minerath, Poirier, Clark, Cathcart and Sadevi for Rapid City in their defensive zone. Sioux Falls East wins the faceoff. Shot from the point. Makes it through a couple sticks and misses the net wide. Bender looking for a breakout pass out of his defensive zone. That's a turnover to Sioux Falls East, and Sioux Falls East will dump it right back in. Sadevi looking to get to a breakout pass. Cathcart just has to chip it up to the zone, and that's a shot from the point from number 67 for East with a tip in front. That one missed the net. Scrum in the corner. Pass up to Clark through the neutral zone. He gets a stick on it. Cathcart slap shot from the point. That'll miss wide. As that is chipped out by Sioux Falls East to Sadevi as he gathers through the neutral zone looking for a pass up ice. Ends up backing up further into his defensive zone. D to D for Bender, and Bender goes back D to D to Sadevi. Sadevi looks for a breakout pass to Minerath. Minerath to Clark, and that can't connect. Minerath fumbles the puck, and East dumps it back down into their offensive zone. Sadevi retrieves the puck for Rapid City in their defensive zone, and looks to the far side for Minerath. Minerath loses it in his feet, still able to get it up ice to Cathcart. Cathcart chip to Minerath. Minerath uses his legs through the neutral zone, down the far side, hit off the puck. And Sioux Falls East will gather in their defensive zone as Rapid City goes for a change. Sioux Falls East looks wide. Puck couldn't connect. Sioux Falls East on their way into the offensive zone with a 2-on-2 rush. Poirier ends up taking the puck in their defensive zone up to Wheaton. Wheaton makes a nice move. Poirier on the rush. Wheaton driving the net. It's a shot and a glove save by Miles Mitchell. Poirier with the shot there. Wheaton and Poirier on the attack for Rapid City. And they had a chance at it. Wheaton did have his guy beat on that 2-on-2 rush to the net and unable to get any kind of rebound or pass through there. Poirier elected to shoot, so face-off defensive zone for Sioux Falls East. Sioux Falls East, or Rapid City D to D in their offensive zone.
Nice little block shot there.
Yeah, McIntyre's shot gets blocked from the point for Rapid City and Sioux Falls East. Player knocked off the puck through the neutral zone. McIntyre will cross the red line and dump it for Rapid City. Wheaton in the corner for Rapid City. Sioux Falls East defender slips on the puck out to McIntyre. Back down to Wheaton. Wheaton can't collect. Hansen in the corner. And Wheaton comes in for a check, and Sioux Falls East scrum over there, and Hansen comes out with the puck, able to do a wraparound backhand shot for Rapid City, and Sioux Falls East is out of the zone and on the rush. Number 73 coming down the wide side for East. Shot misses wide. Number 35 for East. Down to 73, back up to 35. And Sioux Falls East trying to get a cycle going up to the point. Shot blocked by Hansen. Number 73 for Sioux Falls East, controlling the puck behind his net. Pass to the point. That's dumped back low. Number 13 for Sioux Falls East in the offensive zone, looking to make a play. And he's knocked off the puck. And Degas for Rapid City looks to make a breakout pass, and that's picked by number 13 from Sioux Falls East. Hansen looks to ice out of his defensive zone, not able to get it out. Not able to get it out as Igalizzo intercepts it. Now that's all the way down to Miles Mitchell. Rapid City looking to ice it. Stretch pass up from Miles Mitchell. Coming down the wing for Sioux Falls East, number 47, and he will have to dump it deep as that rush is shut off. Sadevi gathers in Rapid City's defensive zone. Pass can't connect. East will dump it back down and into the netting off a couple bodies.
Rapid's caught up in shots.
Yeah, Rapid has they've poured the pressure on a little bit these last couple shifts. We saw Wheaton and Poirier go on a couple rushes and take a lot of shots. Sioux Falls East in their offensive zone wins a faceoff back to the point. He can't gather. Rapid City through the neutral zone. 3-3 rush here. And that shot is blocked. Blocked by Sioux Falls East. Sioux Falls East using their legs out of their defensive zone. Looks wide to chip. Unable to get there, and Stahl for Rapid City will dump it back into his offensive zone. Wheaton on the attack. What a stretch pass made by Sioux Falls East. Number 31 for Sioux Falls East coming down the wing. Takes a shot and misses. Sioux Falls East 47 looks to shoot again, and that one is blocked. Number 92 for Sioux Falls East controlling the play behind the net, looking to break the puck out. Number 47 creates a turnover at the point. Shot from the point, number 32 for East. Bender is pinned in the corner, and Sioux Falls East looking to start some offense. And Wheaton for Rapid City just has to ice it as Sioux Falls East is beginning to go on the attack again. And Sioux Falls East comes out with their top line with Anthony Rigolizzo at the wing, and Poirier to the corner. Breakout pass to Clark. Clark's on the attack. He's got Cathcart with him. Down the side shot. Low angle shot there from Rapid City, and Rapid City not able to get it past him. Up the wing for East, number 13. Poirier tries to defend. Collision made with the puck there, and Cathcart looks to McIntyre. Couldn't connect. Now it gets it to McIntyre. McIntyre up the side for Rapid City. Takes a shot. That misses the net high. Clark was driving the net there. Back out to the neutral zone for Rapid City. And Rapid City looks wide for Minerath, and Minerath couldn't gather. Sioux Falls East creates a turnover and dumps it back into their offensive zone. Poirier chasing. Looking for a breakout shot from the point for East. That one's tipped. Rigolizzo able to get a two sticks on that one, the tip and the shot. And the goalie, Tonko, able to make the save for both sides. Rapid City chips it out back into Sioux Falls East defensive zone. Sadevi able to create a turnover for Rapid City in the neutral zone, and will dump it back deep onto Sioux Falls East defensive side. Shot from the point for number 28 for Rapid City, and Wheaton had a tip in front of the net. Mitchell with a great save up the far side for Sioux Falls East. Sioux Falls East looking to get into their offensive zone here. Number 98 takes a shot. That gets to Tonko. Tonko deflects. Puck goes to the corner. Battle in the corner. Breakout pass to Wheaton. Can't connect, and that's a tip from the point. Sioux Falls East shot. Tonko able to make a great save. And we have a penalty coming on Rapid City Wheaton. That'll be number 9.
Oh, Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls, sorry. That's 98 from Sioux Falls, and he ended up hitting Wheaton as Rapid City was looking for a breakout, and Sioux Falls East guy got there a little early on the check. So we'll see Rapid City's first power play coming. We've had 3 penalties in this game so far, both on Rapid City, and now Sioux Falls East has their first. We'll see what Rapid City's power play can do. 2 minutes left in this game. Hansen controls power play, takes a shot from the point. That misses just wide. Wheaton had a screen set up. Sioux Falls East able to clear back into Rapid City's defensive end. Tonko gathers behind the net. Tonko to Hansen. Hansen looks for Degas. Degas back to Hansen through the neutral zone. Hansen uses his legs through the neutral zone, and offsides called by Rapid City. With 1:38 left in this period, Bailey, what do you think? What do you think Rapid City is thinking with this power play?
I don't really know. Just seems like they're kind of just going in there.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, they can't really get it into the zone. It's kind of always in the E zone. Sioux Falls' PK is pretty strong.
Yes, it is. Both teams' penalty kills have played well today up to this point. No goals, of course, 0-0. Rapid City able to get into their offensive end. Turns the puck over. Rapid City, great effort keeping it in by Degas.
trip.
Gets down to Wheaton, and Wheaton is tripped. We have a 5-on-3 for Rapid City. Rapid City with a minute left in this period, 0-0, looking to capitalize on this 5-on-3. I know it's early in these state tournament games, and it's early in this game, but with a 5-on-3, it's going to be with a 5-on-3 for Rapid City, you almost think about drawing something up, calling a timeout and drawing something up. I know it's early, and I know it's going to be a close game, but it's always something that I'm sure the coaches think about.
Yeah.
Rapid City wins a face-off. Sioux Falls East contests, try to chip it out, and they do end up getting it out. They clear it all the way down to Tonkel. With 1 minute remaining in this period, Sidevi looking to head this power play up the side to Cathcart, back to Sidevi. Sidevi able to gain the offensive zone. Shot from Fugel. Fugel, rebound. No play off the rebound. Rapid City controlling offensive zone on this power play. Couple passes behind the net. Sidevi from the wing, back to Cathcart. Cathcart shot from the point, and that is gloved by Miles Mitchell for Sioux Falls East. 20 seconds remaining in the second period. 5-on-3 for another 17 seconds, and then they'll have a part of a power play coming out of the locker room. Rapid City loses the face-off to Sioux Falls East. Sioux Falls East looks to killer. That's knocked down by number 71 for Rapid City. Rapid City behind Sioux Falls net, looking for a pass, looking for a scoring chance. That's a scoring chance from Sidevi. And Sidevi buries it on the power play immediately as the 5-on-3 ends to a 5-on-4.
Wow.
I believe that was Fugel to Sidevi, and Sidevi looked like that one went off the glove of Miles Mitchell. He was there.
Yeah.
He saw it.
That was a nice shot.
Yeah, it was a great shot. He just goes off the bottom of his glove, it looks like, and right into the corner. That's Fugel to Sidevi. And the 5-on-3 was ended when the goal went in, so it'll be 5-on-5. That is technically a 5-on-4 power play goal. And with 1 second left here, face-off. Fugel wins the face-off back to Sidevi, and they will go into the locker room with a late score from Rapid City in this one.
I did not expect that.
No, and you had said midway through the period, Bailey, that Rapid City was down on shots, and they were starting to catch up, and we look at the end of this period, and the shots are 14-14.
Yeah.
So Rapid City really finding their legs a little bit, I think, and their offensive zone and puck possession more so.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Rapid scores that one with 1.9 seconds left, and all the way through that period, you could almost see Rapid City just kind of building a little bit, and of course, a 5-on-3 really helps there.
Yeah.
They were able to get it in the zone. They were able to knock an ice down. Sioux Falls East looks to clear there, and they just weren't able to clear. Rapid City capitalizes on it, and we'll have 5-on-5 hockey. It is 1-0 in this one. Sioux Falls East 0, Rapid City Thunder 1, and we will take a brief break, and we'll be back with you for the third period.
Tis the season to put on your best vest and paint the town blaze orange. To answer the chorus of the most pheasants in the nation. Here, opening day is a holiday. The beginning of a ritual. the continuation of a tradition. Follow the call of the field to Watertown. There's so much South Dakota, so little time.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
For 45 years, the Watertown Area Community Foundation has been right here investing in the vitality of our community and helping us grow. With over $11 million granted locally and $35 million in assets, the foundation is dedicated to making a real difference in Watertown. From supporting education and health initiatives to enhancing parks and local arts, our mission is to enrich lives by looking forward and giving back. When you support the Watertown Area Community Foundation, you're building a stronger, brighter future for us all. Together, we're making Watertown better, one investment at a time.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
For 3 generations, Technicolor Screen Printing has been Watertown's go-to for custom apparel and design. We combine decades of experience with the latest printing tech to capture every detail. From bold prints to detailed embroidery, Technicolor does it all. Whether it's your team, business, or special event, we bring your vision to life. Technicolor Screen Printing. Your colors, your story, your style.
Communities come together to serve a need, fix a problem, and build stronger. Custom Fabricators, a locally owned manufacturer, partnered with the Watertown Lakers to build custom lockers and provide custom storage solutions. From design and measurement to fabrication and installation, Custom Fabricators stepped up to reinforce the next generation of hockey. No fanfare, no spotlight, just a genuine, we've got your back. Custom Fabricators, because this is our community.
With 26 flavors, got a sauce for every squad. Don't drip on the drip. The greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Choose from top quality furniture at Slumberland, including popular brands like Lazy Boy, Southern Motion, Ashley, Flex Steel, and more. Update your living room, bedroom, or dining room with a brand new set today. We have a wide selection to suit your taste. Transform your bedroom into a personal paradise with a new mattress and pillows from top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Purple, and Nectar. Stop into Slumberland Watertown today, downtown on South Maple. We also offer 0% financing.
Hello, my name is Owen Fask, and I'm here with my best friend, Grady DeBarrio.
Flies, he can only teleport 10 feet in front of him. Oh, there you go. Yeah! Not even close. Polar Express is bugs. Golf is not the best reindeer.
I'm gonna try and not fall this time. Oh!
Go, Adrian! 'Tis the season to put on your best vest and paint the town blaze orange. To answer the chorus of the most pheasants in the nation. Here, opening day is a holiday. The beginning of a ritual. The continuation of a tradition. Follow the call of the field to Watertown. There's so much South Dakota, so little time.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
For 45 years, the Watertown Area Community Foundation has been right here investing in the vitality of our community and helping us grow. With over $11 million granted locally and $35 million in assets, the foundation is dedicated to making a real difference in Watertown. From supporting education and health initiatives to enhancing parks and local arts, our mission is to enrich lives by looking forward and giving back. When you support the Watertown Area Community Foundation, you're building a stronger, brighter future for us all. Together, we're making Watertown better, one investment at a time.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
For 3 generations, Technicolor Screen Printing has been Watertown's go-to for custom apparel and design. We combine decades of experience with the latest printing tech to capture every detail. From bold prints to detailed embroidery, Technicolor does it all. Whether it's your team, business, or special event, we bring your vision to life. Technicolor Screen Printing. Your colors, your story, your style.
Communities come together to serve a need, fix a problem, and build stronger. Custom Fabricators, a locally owned manufacturer, partnered with the Watertown Lakers to build custom lockers and provide custom storage solutions. From design and measurement to fabrication and installation, Custom Fabricators stepped up to reinforce the next generation of hockey. No fanfare, no spotlight, just a genuine, we've got your back. Custom Fabricators, because this is our community.
lot of sauce for every squad. Don't drip on the drip. The greatest of all times. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Choose from top quality furniture at Slumberland, including popular brands like Lazy Boy, Southern Motion, Ashley, Flex Steel, and more. Update your living room, bedroom, or dining room with a brand new set today. We have a wide selection to suit your taste. Transform your bedroom into a personal paradise with a new mattress and pillows from top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Purple, and Nectar. Stop into Slumberland Watertown today, downtown on South Maple. We also offer 0% financing.
Hello, my name is Owen Fask, and I'm here with my best friend, Grady DeBario.
Flies, he can only teleport 10 feet in front of him. There you go. Yeah! He had it even close. Polar Express is bugs. Golf is not the best reindeer.
I'm gonna try and not fall this time. Oh!
Go, Adrian!
'Tis the season to put on your best vest and paint the town blaze orange. To answer the chorus of the most pheasants in the nation. Here, opening day is a holiday. The beginning of a ritual. The continuation of a tradition. Follow the call of the field to Watertown. There's so much South Dakota, so little time.
All right, as we welcome back Rapid City and Sioux Falls East to the ice in this 1-0 game going into the third period. Shots are 14-14. Just to recap the day a little bit, we just saw Brandon Valley beat Huron to go to the Consolation Championship game in a triple overtime. Brandon Valley was able to get one past the Huron goalie, went off the pipe and off his back and in. Little update from the girls' varsity state tournament. The Lakers girls ended up losing 4-5 to Pierre. And going into that third period, if you remember, they were down 5-1. And so they made a run at it. Pierre actually had a penalty late in the game. With a minute left in the game, Pierre ended up with a penalty. So the Lakers had a power play for the last minute of the game, down 1, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. So that's a little update from the girls' varsity state tournament and your Lakers. Rapid City ended up scoring with 2 seconds left in the end of the second, and let's see if Sioux Falls East can overcome this 1-0 deficit. Rapid City wins the faceoff. Bender to Savetti. Savetti up to Hansen. Hansen to Wheaton, and Wheaton is taken off the puck through the neutral zone.
Offsides.
And offsides is called. Offsides is called, and this one ends up, it could have been a hand pass. Sioux Falls East in their defensive zone face-off. Sioux Falls East wins the face-off to the corner. Number 90, Webb, chases to the corner for Sioux Falls East. Pass up to 73 to 13 and over to 35, Rigolizzo. Can't handle it through the neutral zone. Bender intercepts. Bender to Savetti. Savetti back to Bender in their defensive zone. Tries to chip it through the neutral zone, and Sioux Falls East gathers. Webb for Sioux Falls East up the boards. And play through the neutral zone, up to Rigolizzo for Sioux Falls East, and he will take a shot that's blocked. Rapid City looking to gather the puck in their defensive zone and break out, chip up the wall again to Wheaton. Wheaton over to Hansen, and Hansen just chips it deep. Sioux Falls East looking to break it out of their defensive zone to Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo chips up the boards and into the neutral zone, and Rapid City will dump it right back down. Miles Mitchell slides out to try and cover that one, and able to cover. Sioux Falls East rims it to the far side. That's a shot from McIntyre that does not get through. And Sioux Falls East is on the attack down the wing, number 92. 92 circles to the point for East, to the slot for East. East takes a shot, and that's blocked by Rapid City. Rapid City not able to clear a shot from the point for East. Goes off of the goalie, and Rapid City through the neutral zone. Sioux Falls East intercepts. Sioux Falls East is able to get through the neutral zone and chip it into the defensive zone for Rapid City. Rapid City, McIntyre picks it up behind the net. McIntyre up to the wing. The wing misses a pass through the neutral zone, turns it over. Sioux Falls East and Rapid City chipping it back and forth through the neutral zone. Rapid City able to get possession and dump it deep into Sioux Falls East defensive zone. Sioux Falls East up the far side. He's rubbed off through the neutral zone by Rapid City. Rapid City uses their legs through the neutral zone, and McIntyre dumps it deep for Rapid City. Clark on the attack, able to get possession for Rapid City, offensive zone. And that was McIntyre to Cathcart. Shot from the point from Cathcart.
Good shot.
And that's blockered up into the netting. Yeah, that was a great offensive zone look, and Clark kind of started that with winning the race to the puck for Rapid City. And you know, if East isn't going to go win those races, then Rapid City will try and take advantage. And we have a tripping call on Minerath.
Oh, tripping.
Yeah, Minerath gets a trip right off the face-off. Rigolizzo trying to use his legs out of Sioux Falls East defensive zone, and he's tripped when he gets to the neutral zone. So Sioux Falls East 0 for 2 on their power play so far. Looking to try and capitalize on one of these to tie it up. This is a great chance early in this period. Shot from the point, number 57 for East, and that was almost tipped by number 13. And goalie Tonkel for Rapid City able to make the glove save. Sioux Falls East in their offensive zone face-off on the power play. Wins the face-off to the point, down the wall. And Rapid City is able to get a stick on it, not able to clear the zone. Shot from the point. Savetti ends up blocking the shot, and Rapid City clears. Sioux Falls East using their legs out of their defensive zone on this power play. Up the wall, into the corner. Stick battle behind the net. Rapid City able to rim it around, and it does get out of the zone. Rapid City able to clear. And that is Cathcart on the forecheck on the penalty kill forecheck for Rapid City, and he's almost able to get an offensive zone chance there. Now Sioux Falls East gathers up the far side. Rigolizzo going to the net, shot, and that goes wide. Number 57 with a shot for Sioux Falls East. And Cathcart able to chip it up. Sorry, that's Clark down the wing. Clark, Cathcart 2-on-0. And a Sioux Falls East backchecker ends up taking out the goalie. That shot missed on the 2-on-0 pass. And the goalie gets taken out. Net is off. And Miles Mitchell for Sioux Falls East, the goaltender, able to deflect the shot and also looks as if he's okay after being taken out. Very dangerous for Sioux Falls East, allowing a 2-on-0 breakaway on their power play. Rapid City in their offensive zone on the penalty kill. Wins a face-off. Shot from the point. Misses just wide. Right off his skate, it almost looked like. Another shot from the point for Rapid City. Mitchell is able to deflect that with his glove. And Sioux Falls East up the far side with a rush on their power play. Tries to settle it down in the zone. Turns it over. Webb looks wide for Sioux Falls East, gathering through the neutral zone. And a turnover getting into the zone for Sioux Falls East, and Rapid City clears it back into their defensive end. Webb gathers for East in his defensive zone, uses his legs to beat the first forechecker. Legs through the neutral zone, into the zone, and offsides is called.
Got in there pretty far.
Yeah, Sioux Falls East with an offsides call there, kind of killing their rush on their power play. 8 seconds left on this power play, and Sioux Falls East has had 3 power plays, and this one is looking to stall out also. Webb far side to number 31 for Sioux Falls East. Sioux Falls East will dump it deep. Rapid Poirier will rim the puck, and no icing call as Sioux Falls East could have played it out of the zone. Webb looking to gather. Hansen on the attack for Rapid City. Looks to the middle. Shot by Degist, and that's corralled by Miles Mitchell. That pass from the corner from Hansen got through to Degist, and he had a shot right in the slot, 1-on-0 with the goalie, and Mitchell comes up big for East in this one. Still 1-0 here. Rapid City, 12 minutes left. Rapid City up 1-0 on Sioux Falls East. Rapid City wins a face-off, looking to get possession through the offensive zone. Sioux Falls East gathers in their defensive zone, almost turns it over in the slot. Rigolizzo to the middle. Nobody home. Sioux Falls East looking to gather, far side to Rigolizzo. Wide rink pass, and Sioux Falls East is coming down on the attack. Number 73 tries to make a move, and that's picked by Poirier, and Poirier chips it up and goes for icing. So Rapid City will start in their defensive zone on this face-off. Up 1-0. Shots 16-18. 16 for Sioux Falls East and 18 for the Thunder. Sioux Falls East wins a face-off in their offensive zone. Shot from the face-off, tipped and blocked by a Rapid City defender. Puck rebound went to the corner, and that is chipped out of play. Rapid City will have another defensive zone face-off coming up. Rapid City wins the face-off to the boards. Bender chips it up. Chips it up to Cathcart, and Cathcart ices the puck from there. Rapid City wins the face-off, tries to gather behind their net. Up the wing to Johnson. Johnson chips it up to Sioux Falls East point. Sioux Falls is able to hold the zone, dump it back deep. Number 44, their captain for Sioux Falls East. Stick battle, loses the stick battle. To Cathcart for Rapid City. Rapid City turns it over. Sioux Falls East with a shot that goes wide. Sioux Falls East just looking to keep the puck deep here. Pass to the point, number 14, shot for Sioux Falls East. Tonkel deflects it, and they pass it right back in, and Sioux Falls East not able to make a connection. That is a bouncing puck on the dump from Rapid City. Mitchell able to make the save, and that comes back out to the neutral zone where Rapid City will regroup. And he turns it over. Number 31 for Sioux Falls East with a breakaway, and he misses the net over the top. Rebound goes to 23 for East. Battles in the corner, looking for possession. McIntyre will pick the puck up for Rapid City. Uses legs through the defensive zone and through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. He's outnumbered by East. East gets a turnover, back on the rush for East. They will dump it down on Tonkel. Tonkel deflects it to the corner. Sioux Falls East, number 57, looking for someone in the front. 47 with a shot for Sioux Falls East. That's blocked away by Poirier. Rapid City looks to dump it back into Sioux Falls East offensive zone, or Sioux Falls East defensive zone. Sioux Falls East looking for a breakout, turns it over in the slot, and that's a goal by number 18 for Rapid City. That is Landon Fugel with a goal. And Sioux Falls East looking for a breakout pass there, passes it to the slot.
To him.
Yeah, Fugel's in a great spot there. Pass right to him. Shot 5-hole. Mitchell not able to get down in time.
That was a a good shot.
Yeah,
Nice
that's a
little
great turnover.
5-hole.
Yeah, great turnover off of, Sioux Falls East looking to break out and go on a rush, and it's just a turnover to a quick goal. And
in a good spot at the right time.
Absolutely. Sioux Falls East with a little fire now. Comes down with a shot off that neutral zone faceoff, and Rapid City will have to ice this out of their defensive zone again. Yeah, we talk a little bit about their 2 goals, and it's really just turnovers off their breakouts,
much.
And they're looking for that wide side, and that it leaves a little room for error for Rapid City's third guy high to pick those passes. Sioux Falls East controlling their offensive zone, stick battle in front of the net. Rapid City is able to come out with it. Pass up the wing to Hansen. Hansen is 2-on-2. Looks to chip. It's caught in his skates. Rapid City with a scoring chance. They're unable to connect. Sioux Falls East up the side. Rigolizzo up the wing. He's picked. Sioux Falls East able to dump it deep into the zone. Bender for Rapid City controlling the puck in his defensive zone, looking to get out. Pass can't connect. Wide ring pass can't connect. Defensive shot for Sioux Falls East. Rebound, number 13 for East. Back in front of the net. Scrum in front of the net. Puck was loose the whole time. Rapid City looks to chip it out again. That is tipped by a Sioux Falls East player. Sioux Falls East wide ring pass is chipped off the ref. 47 for Sioux Falls East into the offensive zone. Looking for the wide side. That one-timer couldn't connect. Chip back in front of the net. Rapid City intercepts. Another turnover off a breakout for Rapid City. And Sioux Falls East, number 31, with a great shot from the wing there. Back up to the point. Sioux Falls East can't handle it. Sioux Falls East, number 14, gathering back in his neutral zone. Chip up the wall. That pass can't connect. Rapid City then controlling play through the neutral zone. Chip up to Cathcart. Cathcart with a shot from the neutral zone. Mitchell able to block her that one aside. Sioux Falls East looks wide and able to get the puck to open ice where Poirier picks it up for Rapid City. Rapid City Poirier behind his own net. Turnover to Sioux Falls East, and the Sioux Falls East just could not make the play. Back out, and Sioux Falls East will gather, looking for a pass. Number 30 finds 31 up the wing, and number 31 for Sioux Falls East will just throw it on net in order to get it deep. Number 13 for Sioux Falls East on the forecheck, controlling the puck in the corner. And he is checked off the puck. Rapid City gathers, looks wide rink for Poirier. Poirier chips it up ice and into Sioux Falls East zone where Mitchell plays it up. Stretch pass to Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo through the neutral zone. He has speed, he has numbers, and he shoots. That shot goes wide, and Tonkel able to cover off the puck coming off the boards. There's definitely a little urgency picking up in this game for Sioux Falls East. They, I think they kind of feel the deficit a little bit. You can see, and they
especially in this period.
Yeah, absolutely. Third period, 2-0, 6 minutes left, and East is looking for one right now. So Rapid City off the face-off, chips it into the stands, and they will have another defensive zone face-off coming up. Sioux Falls East in their offensive zone. They win the face-off. Number 73 for Sioux Falls East looks to play in front of the net, and Rigolizzo finds it. And he scores from Rigolizzo score from Schultz.
Right off of Tonkel.
Yeah, absolutely. Right off of Tonkel, and I think Tonkel was just not expecting that puck to pop right back out, to Rigolizzo's stick. And Rigolizzo finds one. Yeah, kind of like we just talked about. I mean, Sioux Falls East feeling the pressure a little bit. to score, and you could tell. I mean, right off the faceoff, they were looking to score immediately, and they ended up finding Rigolizzo in front of the net. Rapid City off the neutral zone faceoff following the score. Dumps it deep into their zone, and Hansen with the puck. Degist out to McIntyre. McIntyre shot blocked by Rigolizzo. Blocked again. And that's chipped up to Hansen, and Rigolizzo now on the breakaway, trying to beat Poirier around the hedge, and Poirier's able to get a piece of it to turn it back. Rapid City through the neutral zone. Degist to Wheaton. Back to Hansen. Hansen dumps it in on Mitchell. Mitchell for Sioux Falls East deflects it. Sioux Falls East looking for a breakout pass here. Number 57 finds a chip. McIntyre gathers through the neutral zone for Rapid City. Chip up ice to Minerath. Minerath back to McIntyre. McIntyre chips up the boards once more. And as play continues through the neutral zone, both teams chipping back and forth. Not much possession. Back to Poirier for Rapid City, and he looks for another chip. And Sioux Falls East is able to get possession and get it deep. Poirier back for Rapid City, gathers, looks to break out. That pass, Webb shot from the point for East. And didn't make it through, that was blocked. Clark through the neutral zone with the puck, possession. Clark looks to the far side. Minerath crashing the net hard and unable to make it. Sioux Falls East rims it up the boards. Looks to the point. Rapid City looks to the point. That's a shot from Clark from the wing. Bender gathers, shoots from the point for Rapid City. That goes wide. Back to the other point for Rapid City. Down to the half wall for Clark. And Clark just chips it deep, and Rapid City goes for a change. Bender from the point, plays it down the wall again to Clark. Clark unable to gather. Clark knocks the guy off the puck, up to the point to Bender. Over to number 28 for Rapid City, and that was a shot from the point for Rapid City. Wheaton was unable to get the tip in front of the net, just barely trickled by. And Sioux Falls East chips it into the stands. This face-off will be in Sioux Falls East defensive zone. And it looks like we have a timeout. Timeout from Sioux Falls East. With 4 minutes left in this game, 1-2. Shots are even at 22-22.
Yeah, it's really close now.
Absolutely, yeah. This is a dead heat, and this is kind of what you expect out of a 2 seed and a 3 seed, right? The seeds play out pretty well.
It's very even.
Absolutely. We'll see if this one goes into a triple overtime like the last one. Oh, that'll really put the schedule behind.
Yeah, that'd take forever.
Yeah, that last game is going to start late as it is, and might start really late depending on what happens in this one. Right. So, yeah, Sioux Falls East looking to tie this game up on this timeout. Rapid City came out in this period, and I actually thought, they did a really good job of playing up one goal. They chipped out when they had to. They dumped it when they had to. No turnovers right away, and East just had a really big push offensively. So East just had a great push offensively. When they went down 2-0, they kind of said, "Holy cow, guys, we got to go," and they made that push. So we'll see. I would assume that they're going to try and get a stretch pass off this face-off. I'm not sure. 4 minutes left, so we'll have to watch for the goalies getting pulled also for Sioux Falls East. 2-1 in this game for Sioux Falls East. Sioux Falls East wins the face-off back. Defensive zone. Look to a breakout. 73 up the wing. Can't get it all the way through the neutral zone as Rapid City gathered. Then Sioux Falls East takes it right back, and 73 for East with a shot. Coming down on the rush. Sioux Falls East unable to hold the zone. Number 18 for Rapid City comes down the side, gets his pocket picked, and that dump will go all the way in on Mitchell. Mitchell able to make the save. Number 98 for Sioux Falls East chips to center ice. Rapid City looking to get the puck into their offensive zone here. Sioux Falls East. A lot of this game has been played through the neutral zone, and both teams have chipped and ran for most of the time. Rigolizzo coming down the far side. Toe dragging, he loses his balance on the move, maybe getting pretty fancy there. And Rapid City will chip it back out to center ice. Sioux Falls East able to shut that rush off, and Rapid City dumps it deep. Sioux Falls East gathering, chips out, and that one would go for icing, but it's on net. So Rapid City having to gather back in their defensive zone. Sioux Falls East making a push here offensively. Rapid City trying to get it through the neutral zone. Rapid City dumps it down to Mitchell. Sioux Falls East, number 32, on the breakout pass to 31, over to the wide side for 47. 47 walks in, takes a shot. Tonkel's able to get to that one. Rapid City looking to chip out. Sioux Falls East throwing it back down on net. That one misses wide. Rapid City up the far side through the neutral zone, and they will dump it deep and play with the lead. Number 32 for Sioux Falls East rims it around, unable to get out. Shut off by the points of Rapid City. Cathcart in the corner for Rapid City. Down to Minerath. Minerath can't collect. 32 for Sioux Falls East. Over to 47, wide rink again. Up to 31, and that pass can't connect. 28 for Rapid City. Chips it up the wall, and East gathers in the neutral zone again. Cathcart shuts that rush off, and play resumes in the neutral zone. Both teams really trying to get it through the neutral zone for most of this game, it seems like. And
yeah, it's kind of just sitting there.
Absolutely, and they both are regrouping the puck D to D, and they just can't seem to get through clean other than a dump. And so Sioux Falls will dump it here down to Rapid City. Rapid City in their defensive zone, D to D, back D to D, up to Cathcart, chip up to Cathcart. Cathcart to Clark through the middle. Clark out to Minerath. Minerath can't collect. That was a 3-on-2 rush there. Minerath in the corner, looking to the point for Savetti. Savetti back down. Clark unable to grab. Cathcart looks to shoot, whiffs on the shot, and that goes back in deep into Sioux Falls East defensive zone. Cathcart looks to play the body on Webb. Webb chips it to 57 for Sioux Falls East, and Sioux Falls East is on the attack for 73. And Savetti looked to dump there and
got stopped by either the ref or a player.
Yeah, ended up hitting the ref there, and Sioux Falls East pulls their goalie. It is 6-on-5 hockey. Sioux Falls East looking to get one. Webb from the point, shoots, that's blocked. Sioux Falls East on the attack, 6-on-5. 15 seconds left in this game. Sioux Falls East looks to shoot, that one's blocked from the point again. Looking for a trip there on Rapid City, and they don't get it. Rapid City's able to clear for an icing with 3 seconds. So the goalie is pulled here for Sioux Falls East. It's 2-1. This is the two seed versus 3 seed. 2-1. Shots at 24-23. And Sioux Falls East has one more shot, and offensive zone faceoff for Sioux Falls East. Puck drops, tie up off the faceoff. Rapid City ends up getting the faceoff and just kills the last 3 seconds. Sioux Falls East comes up short in this one.
I'm pretty sure Rapid will be going to the ship.
Yes, Rapid City is in the state championship tomorrow, and they will await tonight's game to see who they play between Sioux Falls West and the Brookings Rangers 1. And that one, kind of as we talked about pregame, both teams came into this game with shutouts. And we kind of knew coming in that it would be probably a low-scoring game, right? 2 high seeds, both coming off of shutouts. Both goalies, Tonkel and Mitchell, I thought played very well in this game.
Yes.
And both teams had flashes and chances. I think one thing for Sioux Falls East would be they had 3 power plays, unable to convert on all 3 of them. Rapid City ended up with 2. It actually ended up being a 3-on-5. And with 2 seconds left in the second, they were able to capitalize on that power play, on the one big power play they got, and I think that was a big turning point in the game. Yeah, at the end of a period like that, able to go up 1-0, and then we saw the turnover from Sioux Falls East on a breakout pass, and ended up going in the back of the net.
Right place at the right time.
Absolutely. Rapid City able to be in the right place at the right time on that pass and just able to get 5-hole on Mitchell there. So, yeah, overall, very good game. Both teams, very good game and hard-fought battle.
Oh, yeah.
Hard-fought battle. So, what we have so far in this tournament, Brandon Valley Ice Cats and the Yankton Bucks are in the Consolation Championship game. That'll be tomorrow at 9 a.m. And the Rapid City Thunder are in the state championship, and they await the Brookings Rangers or the Sioux Falls West Flyers in that game. So, and that is the game you will see now. So, all right. Thank you guys for tuning in, and best of luck to the Rangers and Sioux Falls West.